Hey, welcome back. This is Math, Chapter 4, Lesson 7, Divide Fractions. Let's start with a quick check from Lesson 6. Find the reciprocal of each number, divide, and write in simplest form. Get your math notebook out. Show me these 5 problems. Do all the work. Bring it to the group later. We'll check your answers. Check your answers here. Press play when you're ready to go on. Essential question: what does it mean to multiply and divide fractions? What will we learn today? To divide by a fraction, to divide a fraction by a whole number. Key concept: divide a fraction, divide by a fraction. To divide by a fraction, multiply by its reciprocal. Numbers 5/6 divided by 2/3 equals 5/6 times 3/2. You never divide a fraction, you multiply by the reciprocal. Algebra: A over B divided by C over D equals A over B times D over C, where B, C, and D do not equal 0. You never divide a fraction, you multiply by the reciprocal. Number 1, find 1/2 divided by 1/3. Write your answer in simplest form. Method 1, use a model. Model the dividend, 1/2. That's what's being divided. So we have 1/2. We're going to divide that piece. Divide the whole into thirds. So we've got this whole into thirds. So you've got 1, 2, 3 pieces. 1/2 divided by 1/3 means how many thirds are in 1/2? So we see 1 whole third and a half of another third. Count the numbers of 1/3 sections that are in 1/2. 1 and a half. 1/2 of another third. Number 2, use an equation. 1/2 divided by 1/3. So you never divide a fraction, you multiply by the reciprocal. Sometimes we say keep it, change it, flip it. We always keep this first factor the same as it started. Don't mess with the first factor. The first factor stays the same. 1/2 divided by 1/3 equals 1/2, stays the same. Change from division to multiplication and find the reciprocal of 1/3, 3 over 1. So we're not dividing, we're multiplying by the reciprocal. When we multiply by the reciprocal, 3 over 1, we get 3 over 2, or 1 and 1/2. 1 times 3 is 3, 2 times 1 is 2. We have an improper fraction. We need to simplify. 3 divided by 2 is 1 and 1/2. So 1/2 divided by 1/3 equals 1 and 1/2. Check by multiplying. 1 and 1/2, which is 3/2, times 1/3 equals 1/2. It checks. Here's another example. Find 1/2 divided by 1/4. Write your answer in simplest form. Keep it, change it, flip it. You never divide a fraction, you multiply by the reciprocal. Press pause on the video. Show me all the work in your math notebook. Press play when you're ready to continue. Number 2, write a story, context, for 2/3 divided by 1/6. Use a model to solve. Mariska has 2/3 pound of sunflower seeds. Each day she feeds the cardinals in her yard 1/6 pound of seeds. For how many days will she be able to feed the cardinals? So I read it one time just to get the gist. Now I'm going to read the problem a second time to look at what numbers are being compared. Mariska has 2/3 pound of sunflower seeds. Each day she finds the cardinals in her yard 1/6 pound of seeds. She feeds them. So how many times can she pull 1/6 out of a bag of 2/3 pound of seeds? Model 2/3, the whole is divided into 6 sections. Count the number of 1/6 sections. So we're dividing by 1/6. We want to pull 1/6 out. How many times can we pull 1/6 out of 2/3? So each of these thirds is divided, colored in 2 shaded parts of the thirds. So we have 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6. So Mariska can feed the cardinals for 4 days. She has enough sunflower seeds to pull out 1/6 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. 2/3 divided by 1/6 is 4, the whole number 4. Here's another example. Write a story context for 2/3 divided by 1/9. Use a model to solve. Pause the video while you show all the work in your math notebook. Don't forget to draw pictures. Use a diagram. Press play when you're ready to continue. Number 3, find 5/7 divided by 10. Write your answer in simplest form. 5/7 divided by 10 equals 5/7 divided by 10 over 1. Write the whole number as a fraction with a denominator of 1. 5/7 times 1/10, we multiply by the reciprocal. So we kept the first factor the same, we changed it from division to multiplication, and we flipped it. Keep it, change it, flip it. You never divide a fraction, you multiply by the reciprocal. 5 times 1 is 5, 7 times 10 is 70. Simplify before you multiply, and we get 1 over 14. 1 times 1 is 1, 7 times 2 is 14. Here's another example. Find 5/6 divided by 3. Write in simplest form. Pause the video here. Use the examples I've shown you to help you work this out in your notebook. Press play when you're ready to continue. Number 4, Ramon is making party favors. He is dividing 3/4 pounds of almonds into 12 pancakes. Write and solve an equation to find how many pounds of almonds are in each package. Sorry, not pancakes, packages. Okay, he is dividing 3/4 pounds of almonds into 12 packages. I must be hungry thinking about pancakes. Write and solve an equation to find how many pounds of almonds are in each package. So let me read that one more time. I read it to get the gist. I'm going to read it to compare. What are they asking for? Ramon's making party favors. He's dividing 3/4 pound of almonds into 12 packages. So I'm going to take my 3/4 pounds. I want to get 12 packages. How many times can I pull 3/4 out? To find the number of pounds in each package, solve the equation 3/4 divided by 12 equals. 3/4 divided by 12 equals 3/4 times 1/12. Keep it, change it, flip it. The reciprocal of 12 is 1 over 12. Multiply by the reciprocal. 3 times 1 is 3. 4 times 12 is 48. But can I simplify before I multiply? Do I see any common factors on the top and the bottom? Yes, 3 and 12 have a common factor of 3. Simplify before you multiply. Now we're going to multiply the numerators, no, multiply the denominators. 1 times 1 is 1. 4 times 4 is 16. There will be 1/16 pound of almonds in each package. So 3/4 divided by 12. Going to get a very small amount in each package. Here's another example. Emma is making designs for classroom bulletin boards. She is cutting 3/4 yards of fabric into 6 pieces of the same size. How many yards of fabric will be in each piece? Press the pause key. Read the word problem 2 or 3 times. Use a diagram. Make sure to visualize what they're asking you to find. Press play when you're ready to continue. How did what you learned today help you answer the essential question? What does it mean to multiply and divide fractions? A sample answer might be to divide a fraction part of a set into smaller fractional parts, or to divide a fractional part of a set into parts. Here's your ticket out the door. The next lesson is about dividing mixed numbers. Explain how you think today's lesson will help with the next lesson. This is a great question. I'm looking forward to hearing your remarks. Show your work. Write your work down in your math notebook. That's all for now.